Hey Libra, how's it going everyone? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is your reading for the first half of March. These are general readings. Please keep that in mind. Only take messages if they resonate. If you are interested in a personal reading, I do offer them. Below in the description box is where you'll find my email address to get in touch and look into a personal reading if you'd like. I offer them via Zoom. Thank you so much, Libra, in advance for all of your likes, your shares, your comments, your support, donations. I appreciate everyone's support for the channel. Let's take a look here. What is the message for the sign of Libra? First half of March, March 1st to the 15th. What's going on with Libra? Libra's energy. Let's see. Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, I just read for Aquarius. This is this card fell out. Five of Swords in reverse. Okay. This is resolving of a conflict. Three of Cups. Page of Swords. This is something that's willing to talk again to me. This is something that to me feels like we're going to take a different approach. We're going to make this more enjoyable, or Libra, you're going to make this. There could be something a little bit around, coming back together with that Three of Cups, reconciliation, starting to enjoy things, but from a different viewpoint, a different approach of communication, a different challenge this time. It's like, I feel like when you overcome something here, Libra, with the Five of Swords, when you're like, okay, I've resolved that conflict. I've put that difficulty. It's no longer, it's resolving, or it's healed in a sense. You're more ready or prepared with the Page of Swords. I feel like you're more ready and prepared for the next challenge or the next thing that you want to address or look into. But this time it feels like it's a little bit more enjoyable. It's maybe a smaller challenge. Maybe it's something that's a little bit less difficult for you. It allows you to, there's a thing around like communication, addressing social situations, socialization, reconciliation. There's it's very difficult to communicate and have a good time when you're in a place of conflict and fighting. It's very hard to have a conversation with two angry or three or five angry people. It becomes a massive argument, and then it comes a blowout, a falling out. But I feel like it's sort of like, okay, everyone's in a good place here. Everyone's in a good frame of mind. We can now open that door or communicate to bring things back together, but in a different way that it kind of benefits everyone here. Let me just see what this is regarding, or what this is about. I feel like you may have your reservations. Page of Swords. You may have a little bit of a blocked energy still. You might still have your guard up. Even, after you might have a little bit of a shield preparing for potential battle. But I think that Five of Cups, okay. Yes, there's grievance to that card, or disappointment, or even regret, but it's interesting because you have the Three of Cups, and then you have this Five of Cups, and the three of the cups are spilt over and the two are behind. So I feel like you need to look at the whole situation here, Libra, without bypassing or forgetting about the other opportunity. Or how do I put this? You need to look at everyone's perspective here, or you need to sort of address where these Three of Cups may have like fallen over and died, or like, not literally, but like, spilt out and they're empty now. They're done. But if you over focus on, that's where this resolution here of the Five of Swords in reverse, if you keep dwelling on and focusing on the things that happened versus the things that you could have in your life, or versus on the true connection that you want, because he's really focusing on all of the grief and the regret. And it's like, eventually you've got to let that go and open up the communication, or open up a new approach, or challenge yourself for what could be. Because you might not even be seeing what's in front of you or behind you or beside you, because you're so hyper focused, or dwelling on the sad or the grief or the regret of a situation. But I think once you kind of see here, Libra, how that all went down, how each cup had its own, personality, or its own reason, or its own falling out, you can kind of make sense of that, to then move forward and take that next step in saying, okay, now how do we bring this back together? How do we fill this up again? How do I find or get back to where the opportunity lies for you? A lot of this stuff here, Libra, I feel is very, I don't want to undermine if it's a very serious situation, but it feels more petty than it needs. Like, it's more petty stuff, or it's more like less important than you're making it out to be. It's just the things that go wrong, or the things that take place, or the things that happen. It doesn't have to be dwelled upon to make it a bigger thing than it really is. It's like, let it happen, let the process take place, let the failure happen or the fallout, and then pick up and move on. Don't dwell on why, how, when, it's like, you will find here what you're looking for. Pages, you will find what you're looking for. You will connect or contact or communicate what it is you really want, once you overcome this grief or realization that, okay, let me see about this, one sec. The Hierophant, okay? I feel like, I'm going to take this very literally from the book, as above, so below. You will find what's meant for you, Libra. Have faith. Have trust that the outline or the structure is much bigger for you than what this appears to be. There's your major arcana. There's the big energy, Taurus energy. There's the faith. There's the trust that what's meant for you, what's organized in life for you, as above, so below. As you believe what you need or what you desire, what you want, it can happen in your regular 3D world. It will take place as structured, as it's supposed to. Is there anything around that Hierophant? Because I feel like you have... It's like you can't stop things from being what they are, as long as you're able to accept, process, allow, forgive yourself, forgive the situation. Try not to dwell on the grieving of it, because you're going to miss the point of the next thing, or what's truly meant for you. Tell me about the Hierophant. The Ten of Wands. You are supported, Libra, in your life, whether that's from yourself, a person, a friend, your spiritual beliefs. You are always being looked over and supported by someone who loves you. And the biggest thing is the universe, God, is always giving you, providing you exactly what you need. Why? Because it's there for you to help you with your burdens, to help you overcome the things that you can't do alone. You always have a higher power, a bigger picture, something that is divinely bigger than what you're dealing with, which is maybe more petty than what you're making it out to seem, or what it feels like heavier than it needs to be. Hand it over. Hand it over to someone higher than yourself. Now, again, this doesn't have to be to that extent. If maybe you're not even in this spiritual, or you have no faith or belief, but hand over your problems to, maybe you have a therapist, maybe you have a really good friend, maybe you have a close person that you say, you know what, I need your help. And I need to do a bit of dumping right now, or I need to do a little bit of leaning on the shoulder, or I need to surrender to my higher power. I need to hand this over, because it's something that maybe, you know, it's a lot. Let's see what the outcome is for Libra. What's the advice? What's the advice on that? Some things for you, Libra, feel very heavy with this 10 of Wands and the Hierophant. It's almost like if I was to say, guess what? Tomorrow morning, you're going to go to school for 10 years and become a surgeon. You're going to be like, holy shit. I can't, that's too much. That's too much of a burden for me to have faith in that, even though it's completely, the program's all lined up, all the books are provided, all the classrooms are provided, the whole degree is right there. Why can't you do it? In your headspace, the 10 of Wands is like, I don't have faith in that, or that's not my belief, or that's not what I want. And that might even be with something that you truly want. Maybe something that you really want is even feeling overwhelming. I just want to see here, what's the outcome to this? It kind of feels like with the 10 of Wands as well, with the Hierophant, you're having a hard time keeping up with what's expected of you. You know, maybe societally or work-wise or life-wise. It's so much burden to be a perfect little person, to be so perfect and good, and to be the best employee, and to be the best family member, and to uphold this reputation or this personality or this place in my life. It's a lot for you maybe at this time to uphold what is expected, what you think is expected of you. Don't take that on, Libra, that you think these are expected of you. You are your own life. You're your own thing. Don't take on the social disease of what everybody else expects of you. I keep wanting to get clarity, and then it keeps talking to me here. Clarify this Hierophant. I bet you it's an ace. Or like a high priestess. I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but... The 9 of Wands. Okay. Again, that's leading up to you maybe feeling like you have to persevere and struggle, like you're going to be a failure if you don't finish things and uphold the expectation of what this Hierophant wants from you. But again, I think there's a lot of surrendering here to the higher power. Like I said, as above, what's meant for you will be, as above, so below. What's meant for you will take its course. You don't need to beat yourself up or struggle through a situation more than you already have to take the burdens on, to feel like you need to measure up and, you know, be this representation of what everyone or everything expects you to be. What's the healing advice? I feel like when you go from a 10 to a 9, when you scale back, you're actually putting a bit of the expectation on yourself because of old beliefs or programs or constructs or guilt trips that maybe you've had, where you're like, well, I'm supposed to not give up. I'm going to look like a failure. No, you're not. No one's checking at the end of the day. We think they are. 5 of Wands. Again, that's the thing. Don't take on the social disease that I'm speaking of. Don't take on the burdens, the problems, the opinions, what everybody else is trying to do to make this 5 of Wands, nobody gets anything done. It's just a big mash of conflict and opinions, and everybody has their 2 cents. Step away from that. Step away from being a part of the mess, and that you have to feel that what everybody else is trying to resolve is a part of your own resolution, because I don't think it is. I think you want to just release, let go. It's like, let go of the conflict here. And you have that over there with the 5 of Swords in reverse. Peaceful resolution to a conflict. But Libra, I feel like it's the big major here is Taurus energy, the Hierophant, of really surrendering, in a sense, letting go, having faith. Just trust that if something isn't for you, or you don't want to go through anything heavier or whatever this is, then surrender, trust. I'm going to close the reading off because it's interesting. You've got the one major. You could be very closely connected to Taurus, or something of a person that puts a lot of expectation maybe, or you're doing this on your own, on yourself. You might be taking that upon yourself to be perfect. You know, what have I, look at, like, it's like taking it on that you're causing grief for other people. You know, you're the Four of Wands. Stability, family, union, coming together, celebrating the good things in your life that make you feel complete, that make you feel stable, that you enjoy. This could be a family-related matter. You know, you could be conflicting here, Five of Wands. This could be something that it's bringing you back together with your family, stability, something here that I feel there's a level of guilt, but it's the Four of Wands. Stability, like blood, right? Blood keeps us together in a way. I don't know. Creating, finding, making yourself stable in your own life. And trusting, again, like you will always be provided for. Was I not saying that earlier? Like the Four of what you will always be provided for in some way to get the stability, to get the comfort that you need in your life. In some aspect, it's there to help you. Or maybe it's more literal with a person, a friend, a family member, a partner to provide a place that feels home, that feels comfortable, that feels stable for you. You might want to look up the dragonfly energy. Just going to say there is dragonflies here that are highlighting themselves. I believe that's about magic and, you know, a little bit of metamorphosis there. What's at the bottom of the deck? The World. You'll overcome this. Victory, the end of a cycle. You'll come to the end where a new beginning changes your course of life or your course of action. This is a new beginning, a new place. It's like I feel like you'll leave something behind. It's travel with the world as well. You will leave something behind. You know, it's like you're in a new land, you're in a new place, you've overcome something here, but that cycle has come to an end. You are getting through that, 9 and 10 of Wands. So there is like a victory for you. Okay, birds, Oracle of the Bird message. Let's see what we get for Libra. What's going on with Libra? The Cuckoo, realizations. Listen to your heart, your intuition. Shyly, Cuckoo flies into your life. Its loud call is both a warning and an opportunity. Get ready to review your life situations. Is your path still aligned with your soul path? Do not do anything to which you do not fully say yes. Honestly consider your motivation and choose your path sincerely and wisely. My feathers resemble a shooting star dress. I am a messenger of luck. I avoid being close to people and also advise you to camouflage yourself and be vigilant. My eggs symbolize using others as a means of deception. Beware of blind trust. Some more meanings. Examination of all of your life circumstances. Choose prudently. Introspection. Listening from the heart and intuition. Your process of cognition begins. Take responsibility for yourself, which is very clear there, and warning against danger, deception, and fraud. So your affirmation, Libra, is I listen to my heart and continue to honestly monitor my motivation. I stay true to myself. This is exactly what this message was trying to show you. You are divinely protected. I know this sounds cheesy to some of you, but we are. I believe this. We are divinely protected. As above, so below. What's meant for you. But if you're not following your true calling, if you're not following your heart, if you're not listening to your intuition and you're going against your grain, you are creating a path of difficulty for you. even if it's something that you were constructed to believe or something that you felt you needed to uphold to measure up to this societal or religious belief or whatever this is, you have to really, it's listening to your motivation of your true self and following your path. Because yes, we make mistakes. Yes, we mess up, we fall out. We have these 3 of Cups that fall over, but we also can move forward and we can find where we're supposed to be, where those cups come together and we reconciliate, or we find love, or we find joy or partnership or work or whatever. And I think that it's the realization that you're going through. You're going through a realization, Libra. Ultimately, I think the stability and or friendship and or family coming together is going to maybe help you. Or maybe not. Maybe again, there's something around what you got to do, and maybe you are a black sheep in the family. I don't know, but there's something here that you have to just trust and know that you're being guided, and you are that spiritual being in your life. You are your own higher self, your higher power, so to speak, to follow through with what you have to do. Okay, Libra, interesting reading. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for all of your likes, your shares, your comments. I appreciate the support. Have a great day, Libra, and I will see you soon. Take care.